Good morning, everybody. Okay, that's actually afternoon, but fuck it. I don't know if this video's in real life. My eye hurts, because I'm in work with a really painful right eye. I'm not gonna go into details, but it is kind of sore. I have breakfast. Mostly because I don't have enough milk to make tea, but it's fine. I can't be bothered to go to the store. And I had to wait in anyway, because I have a box. I got this from Facebook Marketplace, and it should have... I'm expecting to find bionicle stuffs in here. And I'm trying to use my keys to open this because I'm an idiot. This is thick tape. Not thick enough. Then this cost me about 40 odd quid. It was 35 for listing, but I paid a lot on the postage. I paid like a tenner on post. This is actually really hard to cut into. I may need to use my trusty clippers, as I don't even think scissors will cut this normally. Yes, definitely some heavy duty tape. But once you get into it, I'm gonna make a tear line. It opens quite nicely. There we go. And to the side. There we go. So inside, that's what we have. Look. Bonker boys. Let's start dragging them out. So we have seen some of these a lot before. So we got Toametru Nuju, who's actually looks really clean. Actually, it's a really clean Nuju. Apparently, these brainstalk pieces are getting kind of expensive now for some reason. So I think these only came in Nuju. Look at his weapons. His mask is probably in here somewhere, but it probably fell off. And an extra gear here for some reason on his back. I don't actually need that. This Nuju is just bizarrely very, very clean. The white isn't faded at all. I'm actually quite impressed. And the joints are still kind of stiff, so I bet this was probably like display, used for display only, never played with. Stiff, weird. We have Nakama, who is also complete, and also has an extra gear for some reason. Like I say, I already have basically all of the Metru except Nakama. So having extras means that I will probably use them for making the combiner models. Onua. 3 of the Metru, again, basically complete. We have Metau, who also looks kind of weird. It's got extra parts for some reason. We got Wenua, who's also missing their mask, but probably in here somewhere. And Vakana, who is missing their disc, but he might again be in here somewhere. I doubt that this thing would help the disc properly. But even so, having a much more complete Vakana than the one I've got in storage is pretty damn good. So yeah, we got Vakana. Have one of the Vaki minus one of the weapons, but honestly it's fine. I used to have like 2 or 3 of these when I was a kid. Useful to get the Ice Vaki. I was actually trying to build one of these out of parts that I have. So getting one of those is pretty cool. Again, missing the weapon and their disc. Maybe it's in here somewhere. There's Nuju's mask. So I'll stick that on the boy. So that is basically, for 35 already, we've got a complete set of all of the Toametru. I've just spilled my candy everywhere. It's fine. We have a Vaki. We have a complete Vorak, which actually completes my set of 6 Rashi, because I was missing a foot from one of the other ones. No Krata in them, but maybe it's in the box somewhere. That means I've got all 6 Rashi. I just need to get that Krata there. Very happy to have that set complete.
Yo, what?
Okay, we have Gurak. Just seeing something here. Oh, Krata detected. We have a blue Krata. I think it's like a lower stage one though. It's still a nice blue Krata, common, but still a Krata. And Krata are kind of valuable and kind of rare. This one, of course, will get deconstructed and turned into a combined model, though, because we do already have one Gurak. I did have like a partially complete Gurak as well, which I've merged with a Levac and some other bits to try and do some of the other 42 varieties of Rashi, or maybe more, just mock Rashi stuff. This is actually what I've done, just the basic, using the newest weapons, because we have plenty of them. It's top half, Levac, bottom half, Gurak kind of thing, just a bit of a melding. Blue Brainy Boy. What's this? Okay, we've got Panrat. We actually have a Panrat, who's a good boy. Again, he'll probably go into the spares box, dupes box, because we have a lot of them. We have part of a Furbox canister, I guess. There's the other weapon for our Vaki boy. So that's just missing its disc now. It might be in here, it might not be, I doubt it. But we've got the other half of that canister. Might be broken, maybe. Cool canister. For, I think, maybe Torch. We actually have a wild Krata. A red-blue one. And it's again, I'm not sure what stage it is, but it's a wild Krata. Which is interesting, which means because I think the wild Krata never came with a set, they only came with a little mini canister thing. It would be so cool to get one of those mini Krata canisters, but I doubt it's in. But I doubt it's in here. Oh. We have another wild Krata actually. It's a green with a different shade of green. Like a olive green and regular green. I'll probably put that in Levac actually, even though it's not specific for Levac. It fits, it works. Oh! Actually there's a few Krata in here, holy shit. I know that these are actually fun. So we have another wild Krata, another green and sort of tan Krata. And another wild Krata of the same kind of color as the other one. In fact, they're literally identical actually, so they're literally identical boys. I think I know what those are from. I'm trying to save the best thing to last because, you know. We have a Whenua mask, so that's the Whenua of this lot complete. Which is good, because, again, these will go in combiner models instead. I might do in a separate video, just do the combiners. Oh damn. We have a black and yellow Krata. Again, I'm not sure what stage it is, I'm not familiar with it, but that's a pretty cool looking one. Very Bumblebee Hornet-like. So this person must have had a few Krana packs back in the day. Another sort of green and yellowy one. Look at all these Krata. We have a Kometro Great Disc for our boy, which is actually really good, because that is now then 100% complete. Wow, there's a lot of Krata in here. Holy shit. There is a lot of Krata. Oh my god. Is that gold? I think that might be gold and black? I'm not sure which one of these are actually like valuable, but, you know. We have red and green. Very interesting. We have black, lime into black. We have black and red, which is kind of cool, very volcanic. Another sort of hornet-looking one. This person must have opened so many Krana packs. We have sort of a gold into yellow. Orangey gold into yellowy boy. And what else is in here? We've got... Mini Crottery babies, sorry. Ah! We do also have Vakama's disc, which is a little damaged actually, but it's still Vakama's disc. Funnily enough, the only time when a Toametru has one of their special discs. Apparently there is a special disc for each of the 6 Toametru, at least in the canon. But, or it's implied at least, but Vakama's the only one that actually gets theirs. Which is a shame, because certainly the other 5 would be pretty cool. We have a tan into green Crota. Aw, my little wormy babies. Ooh, we have black into orange, which is really cool. Tan into green. There's a lot of Crota here. Holy shit. We have like a grayish silver into like a muted sand blue. And I don't think I've ever seen a Crota without actually pulling out these guys. So we'll start off with this one. It's Turagadoom and Nivok, a fucking Titan set. I didn't even know this one was in here. It's missing a few pieces which are probably in here. There's this piece, probably good on its foot somewhere. I'm just a dumbass and don't know where this goes exactly. Not like that, I guess. It is kind of falling apart a little bit. Hold on a second. What is that? Go into place. Hold on. Oops. Oh, okay. I think I understand. Like that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, its foot was a little done. Okay, so these, like, connection points are not open pins. It uses the same kind of pieces here as Axon does, which is pretty cool. Or Axon would later use. Getting Turagadoom with Turagadoom's mask is actually really cool. Let's open you up and take you out first without breaking anything. Holy shit. Oh, he's actually like... No, he's not. His legs are just kind of fastened in. So look at these guys individually. I'm actually really stoked about this. I didn't even know. Oh, he's got a black head, which is kind of interesting. So in the story, he's like the villain of that era, which is really cool to get him alongside the Toametru. Because he's like, technically just Makuta, but shapeshifted. The actual Turagadoom is just gone. And red torso, really cool. He uses the Borak cowl joints here and the standard contorted feet. But that mask is really cool. And to actually have a situation where you use a black head, it's just really cool to me. And this actually uses an axle rather than a pin, like a tiny pin piece like the other Matoran do. Yeah, Turagadoom, he's a good boy. Well, he's not a good boy, he's evil, but you know. And Nivok, and you guys know how I am with birds. I like my geese, okay, and therefore bird is good. So you have a pretty cool head here that uses both the sort of Shredder Claw piece from Anua and what's his name? Pahatu sort of climbing claw. With some Borak pieces and an old like throwbot or foot piece. Very interesting build. There is a way of getting the wings to do a thing, but I forget how that works. Not like that, I guess. Yeah, also using these pieces, these sort of hose pieces is really cool, how they're used. So you kind of pinch back here, and big goose time. Nivok is a goose, I don't care. Nivok is an honorary goose, and therefore is best boy. Okay. Turagadoom, you might want to move out of the way 1 second while you're buddy. It's funny, because Nivok, I think, in the show, or in the movie, is, like, actually kind of small. This guy, like, actually towers over a Toametru. For example, we'll pull out our boy Vakama. This is how big Vakama is. Let me move the crowd out of the way. That's how big Nivok... I can't even fit Nivok on camera. Fully. You know, Nivok is, like, a good head and shoulders taller. And they have a fucking wide-ass wingspan, too. Like, tall goose. Almost tall geese, but, you know. I'll just put them back. Also interesting use of the Vaki blades as their wings is pretty cool, too. And the galley hooks pieces to make claws is pretty cool. And their articulation is kind of standard, I guess. Sorry for comma. So you got leg, foot. This bit doesn't kind of move, I guess, because it's just there to have the weapons. Here's an interesting... I might replicate this. I have some of these pieces to make like a nice, bigger, chunkier leg. Or at least a more detailed leg. This also doesn't use like any kind of piston system, so I guess technically they don't need it. Also, this guy doesn't have arms. Weird, funnily enough. Yeah, so you have the cockpit section, which is really weird to think about a cockpit section in a bird. So let's put Taragadum back. There he was. Yeah, he's not the reason I bought this lot. Oh, for fuck's sake, Taragadum, stop losing your head. Because there is one other character. Oh, sorry, there's a few more Prada here. Oh my god, my Discord's going wild. We have gray into like white, light gray into dark gray. Green into a little bit of black at the tip here. And we might as well get on to the main event before we finish up with some more Prada. His head is falling off. We have the main fucking villain himself, who's a little flimsy for some reason. The Makuta. Makuta, why are your legs feeling weird? Oh, because they're on actually joints, gotcha. I want you to actually be able to stand up properly. The big bad himself, Makuta. I was hoping that maybe there'd be attack and moving here, but honestly, getting Makuta is just really cool. Obviously, we've got some of the silver Evokies, which I actually got in that job lot before. Not as expensive as I thought they would be, but hey. And all these just gunmetal pieces. The gunmetal Nuva armor, the gunmetal Nuva torso, the gunmetal Crota holder. And he can hold 3 Crota, because that actually is supposed to open up to hold Crota. So I could put some of these wild Crota in here if I wanted to. Use some throwbot pieces and gunmetal as well. Don't knock over my Pepsi, Makuta. I know you're a bad guy, but I would have to kill you if you did that. Just the back is amazing. You also use a red head, which is interesting. And obviously the staff can be used in one hand or in 2 somehow. I'm not going to attempt that right now because I don't want to break anything. Also, just a lot of Rashi pieces were used on this guy as well. I guess it makes sense that the piece they make of him will also make up a lot of the Rashi, because he's like the father of the Rashi, I guess. But again, there's also just use of tubes and stuff is just really cool, in the kind of definite biomechanical Titan look. So yeah, the idea is he's supposed to be able to hold it like a pen or something. You don't actually connect to this to anything, it just kind of hangs. And he does have a Rashi function from this Matoran joint here in red. Normal red, by the way, which isn't me. Yeah, and the Krakan can kind of... Which, by the way, the Krakan itself is like 10 quid. It's like an expensive mask. Also, blue eyes. I didn't know Makuta had blue eyes. I think that's correct. You can sort of turn around. Can't really see his eyes that well. I'm not even sure if blue is the correct color for this. Maybe not for the set. Maybe for the set, but not for canon, surely. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if there's a misprint, I doubt it, but it's still cool nonetheless. It's not the movie version, I don't think. I could probably... I will definitely check that out with my... one of the many bionicle groups I'm in. He is missing a piece just here, so he's missing 1 silver Borak tooth. But that's not a honestly, given this guy's basically 99% complete, that's not a major problem. Same thing with my Axon, it's like, there's a couple of missing pieces, but they're not, like, arterial to the build. and they're not expensive parts either. Or weird parts, like this piece here. There's just lots of weird parts, and it's really cool. And obviously still use some of the old dark gray, which is just freaking poggers, man. But yeah, the main villain, we got him. Finally. I will work towards getting, for definite, I will work towards getting Takanuma next. And we have a gold into tan Crada, which I think might be Panrax. And we also have some instruction booklets, which is just really cool. So you have Nakama's instruction booklet. We have Panrax instructions, which does show us all the Crana as well, or at least all the normal Crana. So I think we might have like most of Levak's Crana at this point. So yeah, Vorax is like the grey ones. Kurax is the tan into white. Tanorak, whatever it's called, is the red one is like got the yellow into red. Panrax is the golden into that. Lirak is the green into lime, and then Gurak is like the sand or silver into sand blue. Although these are also Gurak ones, which are more sort of blue into sand blue. I think that might just be not necessarily an error, but not like a misprint, but just an error in general when they did that. So yeah, that's our boy on the back. Actually, a nice artwork of him, or at least a nice pose of him. And it's got an advertisement for the bionicle game, which is really cool. Yeah, there's Gurak's instructions. There's Vorax instructions, which is really useful to get. There's Kirach's instructions, which has the sort of Legends of Metro Nui DVD advertisement on it. We have Anua's instructions, Matao's, Nuju's, Wenua's, and a little bent out of shape. We have the commas, a little folded. It's still the commas. And as for the more expensive ones, we have Prerogative and Nivox instructions, which should probably tell us how to make Ultimate Doom in here, or part of it. I've actually never seen Titan instructions before, so we've got like a big advertisement of that to win stuff, accurate for Legoland. I don't know if this counts as a mini poster. That's really cool. Just against advertising the movie. Also special promotion code. Kreka and Iki, and yeah, parts of the instructions for Combiner Model Ultimate Doom. I doubt I'll ever be doing those ones because that would honestly take a lot of, a lot of extra sets to do that. I mean, a combiner of Titans is ridiculous. Yeah, it even combines normal Doom too. This is basically Makuta, but in the Metro era. When Makuta became this sort of weird thing. And then would eventually evolve into sort of the Makuta we know them in Matanui. Really interesting. Super interesting. And, of course, we have Makuta's instructions, which is also probably kind of rare. A little damage. Here is something to do with the Crada. This might be, well, it's just a big sort of mini poster for the Crada. That might be all 42 types, actually. Might be. Doubt it, though. Antwerp for the Rakshi as well. Cool Rakshi poster. The other set of the era. And this should be for the combiner model. Yeah. And I forget what this combiner model was about. I forget what this combiner model exactly was for, but that's a combiner model of Makuta and the Jaller and the Makuta, Jaller, and the Guko and Tsukimapuku sets. Some big Rocky or something. I'm surprised there's no instructions for Takatanuva in here. Maybe that's in Takanuva's instructions. But there's still more Kratos. We have another red and black one. Might be the highest stage. We have a blue and red type. Gold and yellow. And blue and red. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything, I think. So yeah, that was basically everything in that lot. An amazing lot, honestly, for the price I paid. I mean, even for 6 Metru sets, it's just also really good. Like what? They're like 10 a piece now? So yeah. So I'll probably be able to do the combiner models, at least one of the combiner models. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video here. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. I'm going to sort through all these Krata, and yeah, we'll be back in the next episode when I figure out what the fuck I'm doing with my life. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite wild Krata is. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Actually, you know what? Before we go, I didn't get any Shadow Krata, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.